Hi, I'm Kelly at Book and Paper Arts, and today I'm going to talk about easy, fun, foolproof ways to fill up the pages in an illustrated journal, a visual diary. And I'm doing this because when I make illustrated journal tutorials, I hear the same comment over and over from different people. I've always wanted to make an illustrated journal, but I don't know what to put in my pages. I don't know where to start. I get that. Because if you have a big old proper sketchbook, you've just got all those blank pages laughing at you. It can be intimidating. So today's hack is to just start with a small self-contained book. This is one I made myself. It has 32 pages. That's one page a day for the month of August. That's what I just did. And you have it's self-contained, the pages are small and easy to fill up. You just make one entry for one day, and then you're done. The next day, you've got one more little page. You put something, a visual note, and then a few words, a little bit of a story. Doesn't have to be War and Peace, just some notes. And then another one the next day, and the next day. And at the end of 30 days, you have a finished, completed, illustrated journal. So please stay with me. I have ideas about sketching, about filling up these pages, about drawing, but also about using found papers from magazines, found text, and other ways to get you filling up your book. If you like journal arts, if you like book and paper arts, please subscribe to my channel and be sure and turn on the notifications, and you will have more of them in your life. Let's go fill up a book. Before we jump into making pages, I want to say that tomorrow I have a special guest post video here on the channel by Senti Bolstelt. She is my favorite altered book artist, and she has a tutorial that is going to knock your socks off. So please tune in tomorrow for that special guest post video. I actually made this mini book. I took about 15 minutes, and I'm just using scrap papers that were already in my workspace, so it cost me nothing. If you want to see how to sew easy, cheap, handmade book, there's a link to 2 recent videos where I've shown that in the text box below this video. So you can see there where to make your own little baby book. Easy. You don't have to make your own. You can, I found this in my bookcase. It's just a plain old little notebook that I got on sale somewhere, I think for $2. You know what? The papers are kind of thin, but so what? If I wanted to make this into a diary, I could. So, use what you got. You can also take a conventional sketchbook. This is that big one I showed you a second ago. And it's not self-contained with 30 pages, but you can make it easy to wrangle by adding grids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes. This is one day, another day, another day. Just add little visual notes. It'll take longer to fill up, but you are going to have fun. If you want to try making your own, what I did was 8 pages. Just 8 pieces of paper. Folded, that makes 16 papers, and that's 32 sides. Just right to make a book for 1 month. Some days you are going to have days that are eventful, and you can record that event. This is just things that I found on a walk on the 1st of August. a stone. Okay, I picked up a really cute stone and a beautiful feather. And that's it. Don't tell me that you can't draw a rock, a big old lumpy thing, because you can. I know you can. And then I just added some notes about the day. That's August 1st. On August 2nd, not very much happened. So I decided to draw a picture of my new favorite handbag. I got it at a thrift store. I got it at a charity shop for £6.50, and I love it so much. Why would you draw a picture of a handbag in a book? Well, that's because it does make me happy. 15 years from now, I may not have this bag, but I will have this little book, and I will remember this little bit of my everyday life. And that's not nothing. I loved these shoes. I wore them for 25 years. So why are they in my book in August? I'm culling, and they can't be mended anymore. But I can't hold on to them. So now I've just given them their own page. So add your handbags, your purses, your shoes. I can explain. This is a plush, squishy thing that my son gave me for Christmas. It's the size of a car. And it's orange. He definitely deserves his own page and story. My favorite teacup with a chip in it. What I'm reading. Okay, this is a really awkward drawing. But then I've got this little list here of what I'm reading in August. That might be really interesting again in another year, 3 years, 7 years. You can always draw your art supplies. This was a kind of a nice day for me when I splurged and I bought this pan set of grays. So it was fun to give them their own page. Again, your pages can be ordinary. This is not a book of a trip to Paris. This is a book of you, your memories, your everyday. And could anything be more everyday than my recipe for overnight oats? Okay, it's a bowl of oatmeal. My favorite baseball hat? It's got a dragonfly. Maps are something that make really good page entries. If you're looking for something, you don't know what to put in your pages, make a map of your own backyard or of your house or of a visit to some place that makes you happy. I live here, and this is where I walk to get my bread and stuff. This is where I walk to go to the sea. I live near Swansea Bay, and if you were to go all the way over here, you'd come to Devon. So, draw a map of your everyday life. You can add photos. This was a day I spent at an abbey ruins. I could have drawn these, but I went ahead and printed it up because you don't have to be able to draw. And if you can, or don't feel like you're confident in drawing, just make it wobbly. This is a 10th century stone cross that was near the ruins. And look how how imperfect it is. But it's okay because it's my memory. It's my stone cross. These are called a cartwheel cross. It's a piece of jewelry that means a lot to me. Again, this is just ordinary, some supplements that I take that I love. So they have their own page now. It's Blue Lotus. This day was eventful. It was a day that my husband's son came to visit, and we did a lot of things. Rather than being overwhelmed by trying to get everything illustrated on this day, I picked one thing. One thing that was easy, messy, and big. And that's my mint lemonade that I had at lunch. And then I've added some mark making here. Okay. It looks kind of like lemons. Then I wrote details about the rest of the day. Like to add, okay, we have the hat, the handbag, now the shoes. But I want to show you how you can add something super simple to pull a page like this together. That is, add a frame or a box. So I've got these two pairs of shoes that I am madly in love with. I haven't added my text yet because I wanted to add this box. And see how just adding this box gives it some definition and focus, and now I can put my words here. It's going to make the page look nice. This clip is because I put in some dried flowers, a rose, and I just glued this down, but the stem doesn't want to stay glued down, so I, clip stuff in. It's Dougal. Oh, mercy. This is me doing my taxes. That's my August, and I couldn't think of a way to illustrate doing taxes, so I just added a pound sign. Now, that's one entry, but it's actually taking me 4 days to do them. So I'm going to splurge and make this other page. It's not a separate day. It's the same day. You know what? I'm going to add something. I'm going to glue in these yellow roses. I don't have a problem with paying taxes. I hate preparing them. So, yuck and beautiful yellow roses to set that off. And I talked about found papers. This just came from a magazine, a gardening magazine in a thrift store. I got for 30 cents. Now I'm just gonna put those down. So it's not strictly a diary entry, but that's okay. It's my page, it's my book. So you know what else? I'm not really a big stamper, but recently I found some stamps of bees. Okay, bees make me very happy. So there we go. So I've gone from, a blank layout to just some writing about a chore. And then adding some pictures from a magazine, a little bit of stamping, and now I have quite a nice layout. So you don't have to be intimidated. Just start filling up those pages. Maybe with some fabric. I don't do a lot of sewing, but I recently found a tutorial on how to patch and applique frayed blue jeans. And these are some of the pieces that I'm using. Some vintage bark cloth, some William Morris fabric. So I just put in some swatches because those will definitely be a memory of what I was doing on this August day. Okay, this is my workout. I'm not going to bore you with that, but it is a story. And this is as far as I got. I'm posting this at the end of August, but I'm actually filming it a few days before. Let's look at a couple of other things you can do to fill up those pages. We've already got big, easy, fun drawings. And if you'll notice, what I've done here is these drawings are very basic. You've got a ball shape here, you've got a box shape there, a box shape there, a ball shape there. Make it easy on yourself. The words are doing the heavy lifting here. You can also, as you're adding your words, add some found text. This came from a children's book with big oversized text, and I just went through it until I found some things that caught my eye after a fashion. Well, I've got a lot of clothes in here, so there's a little space on this corner. And I can just take my glue stick and now make that part of my page. So it's just a little caption, a little contrast. It's going to add interest. Let's see. Here's another one I really liked. Stars had blown the window open. And I was looking for where that could go. It certainly could go here with the Abbey ruins, but it doesn't fit on the page. So I thought maybe here. This is a tincture, this Blue Lotus. It really helps me focus. So I think it's a very apt caption that the stars have blown the window open. So look for found text. It can be in a children's book, in a magazine, any place. And go ahead and add some mark making. Okay, there's a lot of space here. I mean, it's okay. I might even want to add extra words, but in the meantime, I'm just going to add some, say, mark making. That's a fancy way of saying doodles. And that's going to start filling up the page. I could even come over here, kind of make these pages join up a little bit with this. See, I've, again, some mark making here. So just, add little, decorate your page. I gave just some lines here. Decorate your page. That was on a pack of tomatoes, but it just looks so cute. Only 3 pounds. So it's just filling up the page. There you go. You see that you don't have to have anything special or eventful to start filling up the pages of an illustrated journal, a visual diary of your life and your days. I mean, look at this one. This has my baseball hat and my oatmeal recipe. It doesn't get more mundane than that. But did you know that the word mundane did not originally mean ordinary? The word mundane is from the 15th century, and it actually means of the world. So make your pages mundane. Make them of your world. Your world. If you have any questions or any feedback, especially if you have some ideas about making pages that will keep us up and making, please put them in the comments below, and then we can all compare notes and be the richer for it. Join me tomorrow. We've got that guest post from Senti. And in the meantime, happy making.